Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have an article here from an Ukrainian source, and we have President of Ukraine, Zelensky, who will explain to us why his counteroffensive stalled and it's dead. And I think that the arguments that he will bring forth are going to be trust me. So I think we will trust him. So see what exactly, what kind of arguments he's going to bring to trust him, if any. So this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda, September 18th, 2022. And I'm quoting the title. It might seem quiet now, but we're just preparing. Okay. All right. Why do you need to tell us that? Because you're not preparing shit. I don't think you have people enough to prepare anything. You will have ammunition, you will have weapons, because we send them to you, worth what, so far $16 billion of weapons only from United States of America, plus some billions from European Union, so we'll get about to 20 billion in 6 months. If you double that, their budget will go to about 40 million. We will get it to, I don't know, 15th country in the world with the budget. All of it from others. So President Volodymyr Zelensky said that there is no lull on the front. L-U-L-L, lull. Rather, Ukraine is preparing for the next phase in the liberation of its territory. He said, actually today, I made a video where he stated that actually he will engage in diplomacy to get back Crimea. Whereas before today, he was talking about taking Crimea by sheer force. So that's a little change over there. I think his counteroffensive, which was a kind of last jerk, last spasm, he played his cards then. I think it's all over with him, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Okay, so I'm quoting Mr. Zelensky. Izium, Balaklia, Kupiansk and Kharkiv Oblast in general are the cities and homadas, administrative units, designating cities, towns and villages and their adjacent territories that we have liberated. This is what we're hearing now, what we're hearing everywhere. Mariupol, Melitopol and Kherson, we are hearing these names also, but we will hear them even more often and even louder when we liberate them. Donetsk, Horlivka and Luhansk, we will hear about them as well. Zankoy, Yevpatoria, Yalta, we will hear about them too. Okay, as of now is just I will do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I got it. Tell me how and when. He's gonna tell us. Perhaps some of you might think now that after a series of victories, true, there is a certain lull. But this is not a lull. L-U-L-L. Lull, lull, lull. We are preparing for the next series of words, names of the liberated cities, that are very important to all of us and that definitely will be heard, because Ukraine must be free, all of it. This does not qualify as an explanation on how and when yet, but hey, it's not over. Let's see. Oh, they go to background. So that's basically all that Mr. Zelensky had to say, how and when he's going to liberate all his territories that he claims. Background. The armed forces of Ukraine began a counteroffensive in Kharkiv Oblast in early September, to be more precise in the 1st September, which unfortunately coincides with the invasion of Poland by Nazi Germany in September 1st, 1939. Very interesting dates. Do you think they picked them or just occurred like coincidental? All right, so on September 10th, the Institute for the Study of War reported that Ukrainian forces have penetrated Russian lines to a depth of up to 70 kilometers in some places and captured over 3,000 square kilometers of territory. Hey, in the 5 days since September 6th, more territory than Russia forces have captured in all their operations since April. They said, Zelensky said, that they liberated 8,200 square kilometers or 8,400 square kilometers. Doesn't matter, not a big difference. Let's put it at 8,000, okay? I'm nice. Not really, but I have, in order to make my point, you give your adversary, your opponent as much power, and then when you knock him out, you say, see, he was so strong, and I knock him out, so I must be much stronger. That's how you do. You build his persona, and then when you knock him out, you say, see? So the same here. I give you 8,000. So I make it even smaller, so I can knock you out a little bit after that, which is a big discrepancy between 3,000 and 8,000. It was at 1,600 or something like that. So maybe the Institute of War is kind of like not updated, or maybe these guys are not updated, but let's not tangle into that. The fact so far is that it's just hot air, farts coming out of Zelensky's mouth, actually, because he's not providing with anything, just words. Now, he provided us with words before, to be honest, right? And they did this, they accomplished a counteroffensive, successful one, true. But I mentioned this in other videos, and I will mention it shortly. That's one punch versus the 100 punches that you got from the Russians. So that's nothing. We have a saying in Romania, you know, there's no springtime when you see a flower blooming. So if you see just one flower, it doesn't mean the spring already is here. So you won one time, one successful campaign, counteroffensive, it doesn't mean that you won the war. So the same is here. They already, Russia should do it, Russia's gone, Russia is dead, including the weasels from the West, the sponsors. That tells me so much ideology. Maybe they have the information, which I don't. But I doubt that Ukraine was losing for 5 months and 3 weeks, and all of a sudden is able to bring everything it got that it got before, all the people, only its military personnel that was retreating, all of a sudden was able to break there. With whom? With what? Why didn't you do it at the beginning? Why didn't you push the Russians back when they attacked with the entire front? Where were you like, and all of a sudden, now you decide after 6 months, what changed? I mean, you must have a depleted army. Russia has to have a depleted army. So what do you think now is going to make you win? You don't have any more resources. All your resources, I'm talking about man resources, human resources, you put them over there at the beginning to stop the Russians. You didn't keep them, okay, you stay over there in the back line over there, you play cards, smoke some whatever, and drink vodka, and when we call you, you come in, and we just rotate. It was not like that. They put each and everybody over there. Yeah, they kept in Kiev, they kept in south, and they're still there, because they don't know if the Russians are going to come from north, from Belarus, or going to come with a landing from the Black Sea. So they're still there. No other fronts. So you put everything out there. I would say 90% you put it over there. 80%. So that was, and you lost with all your 80%. And now you're able to do what? From where? Where did you get those people to attack and break it? I think that's it. Done. It's like a bullet in the water, or ballistically. Book, and that's it. No more. No more bullets. No more pop. You're done. Cook up. No more. You change the whatever. so magazine. So this is what's going on now. So he can tell me we're preparing. You're not preparing unless you get a ton of weapons that will just shoot ammunition, bam, 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 bam. That's all you're gonna do from now on. You're not gonna expand with anything else. You don't have forces. That's my assessment. Can I be wrong? Yeah, 100% I can be wrong. But you tell me how and where these guys are gonna shed some human soldiers to go and fight. From the Western countries or where? They're going to receive more weapons, that's all. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.